What's happening, everybody? This is Bryce here with another episode of the Sugarshack podcast, coming to you live from Reggae Rise Up in St. Petersburg, Florida. How's everybody feeling out in the crowd? You feeling good? This episode is shout out to Point Ybel Brewing Co. for brewing this Sugarshack Sessions pop-up lager.
Labels
this is
out,
amazing,
labels out.
right? We're giving this out to our artists backstage. So cheers, fellas, to an amazing session. Hell yeah. We've got Algorhythm here, a newly formed super band.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, so I want to talk about that. We've got Trevor from Soja, we've got Kevin from Stick Figure, and Kyle from Three-Legged Fox. Wow.
Bam.
Holy moly.
Bam.
So let's talk about it. How did this project form?
Where's Brandon?
Yeah.
This was actually Brandon's idea, and we had asked him to be on stage and be part of this interview.
TM, tour manager? Or?
Yeah.
Our
cool.
manager, yeah.
Yep. He's actually TM'd each of our bands at one
over the
point
years.
or
At one
another.
point or another, he
Oh,
has.
Yeah. I think
toured.
I was the first person to give him a job, and then he TM'd Stick Figure for a while, and now he's...
So I met Kyle through Brandon when he worked for Three-Legged Fox.
That's right.
One night in a small bar in Delaware,
Wow.
and I should have been nowhere near the stage. And I said to Brandon, who was selling merch, I was like, "Man, let me get up here and sing with these guys." He's like, "Cool with me." And then
Sick,
that's
dude.
how I met.
Could you imagine? I would love to hear that going down today. That would be fun. I'm sure it happens all the time.
You wouldn't
It's
want to
at the
hear how it
bar here.
sounded.
That's cool, you just heard it.
Yeah, that's dope. So I'd like to hear more from your perspective, Kyle. I mean, you came from a successful reggae band that was big in kind of a little bit back in the day, and now
Yeah.
you're making kind of a reemergence into the scene. So
Sure.
I'd love to hear about that. Where have you been?
I've been raising kids. My wife and I have two awesome, beautiful kids. I have
Nice.
a 2.5-year-old son and a 5-month-old baby girl. We live in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and
Cool,
life is
yeah.
just good, man.
Yeah,
I love my family, and I like to be at home with my family, and I love to play music too. But yeah, I don't know. I like to be home,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a cool thing. I have a good friend that lives in Hilton Head, and he's like glued there. He
What's his
loves
name?
it. His name's Daniel. He
I don't know.
yeah, he's. I mean, it's a small area. I know.
No
Like-
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh yeah, Daniel. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man.
I've been
I mean,
hanging
but
out.
now you kind of got convinced to get pulled out of home life and
Yeah, well, I mean, we've all known each other for
Long time.
10, 12 years.
Yeah.
And I don't think it took more than Brandon texting me and saying, "Hey, I think you should start a band with Trevor and Kevin, just do festivals." You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
that was it, right?
Let's
that was
do it,
to
yeah.
get you out.
Said I got
You're
a couple
"All right,
songs,
I'll
let's
do
do
it.
And it's funny, our initial thought was just to like have fun, do some covers, and
Yeah.
kind of do it that way. And then we got together, and we had so much fun. We started working on original music.
Yeah.
And that was like a month and a half ago. And then
Yeah. It's
Wow.
actually crazy. Yeah, our first time ever being in the same room together as a band was in January.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to put together the set for the after party that we're playing tomorrow night at the Floridian, which
Wow.
was just going to be kind of covers, having fun. And we just started writing music. And then since January, we've produced an entire single and put it out. And we have another one
Which
on
is
the way.
rad. I
yeah.
mean, it sounds so good.
yeah.
I mean,
So I think it's already more than any of us hoped it would be.
yeah. Have
Pretty
you guys
stoked on
played
it.
anything live before this session? Before this set?
We played 2 shows today on
This
a boat,
morning.
on a dolphin cruise. And that
Hell
was
yeah.
it. This is
Yeah.
Shout out
You
to
were there.
Captain
So
Christian.
we're like
Yeah,
your
Captain
third
Christian.
set as a band. Then we're like your
Yep.
third show as a
Yeah.
band. I'll take
Dolphin
third
Cruise,
place. Hell
St.
yeah.
Pete. It was a good time.
Hell yeah. You had to just work out all of the kinks there, right?
Yeah.
And then you could bring it here.
On the open water.
Nice.
On the first one today, we literally told the crowd, we're going to rehearse our Sugarshack set now, and then the end is going to be kind of loose. Like, we don't know what's going to happen at the end. And it was
Yeah.
cool. It
Hell yeah.
came together.
You
so.
guys crushed it, man. It
That
was
was
an
fun.
amazing
Thank you.
session. And like your respective bands, I mean, I know your respective band from back in the day is cool with it, but like Stick Figure and Soja, they're cool with the super band forming and have been supporting it.
Absolutely. They're all
Yeah.
about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everybody, we all support each other, you know?
Yeah.
It's all just about having fun and making music.
Yeah.
So,
So the new single that you guys just put out, I'd love to hear more about it. Like, tell me the story behind the song. I mean, you guys just got together, so this is fresh writing and things like that. So Tell me a little bit about the writing process and the story behind the lyrics.
Well, the lyrics actually I wrote with a friend of mine back in Hilton Head, my friend Jared Templeton, and he and I wrote that song, or at least most of it, probably 2 years ago, and we never did anything with it. And I always loved that song, and we never really found the right vibe for it. And actually, when I was driving down in January to our first rehearsal, I'm just kind of going through my Google Drive, like, all right, what songs do I have? I know I want to do an original with these guys. Do I have anything that like we can work from? And I found that song, and I'm like, I'm listening to the demo, and in my head, I'm hearing it just like, wah, wah, you know, like just as like a reggae track. And I was like, man, I'm gonna bring this song to them and see if they like it.
Right.
And so I just started playing it at the rehearsal, and Trevor's like, what is that? What's that song?
Yo, what is this?
I'm like, it's nothing, but it could be something.
I'm just chilling.
You comfy over there, dude.
Just enjoying listening to the couch. Come on back.
Anyway, yeah, that's the story, and we loved it. So we left that rehearsal, and Trevor did the whole thing, just pretty much did the whole track on his laptop on Hawaii tour.
Yep.
Right?
We were with Soja in the hotel room, and a bunch of us had our wives, and my wife's like, let's go to the pool, let's go to the beach, and I'm like, nah, babe, I'm
in a flow.
I gotta get this
So he
track
sends this whole
done.
track that like just instrumental that sounds done. So I went to my friend's house in Hilton Head, recorded the vocal, sent it in the back. What'd you
I
recorded?
Kev
recorded
went
the
to
drums
Bay
down
Sound?
in Bay Sound Studios in Sarasota,
Shout out.
actually.
Hell yeah.
So we did it all remote.
Yeah, just
Cool.
sending
Wait, tell me more
file
about
share.
Bay Sound Studios in Sarasota. What's
It's got some really cool history, actually. The
Yeah.
Allman Brothers used to own it.
whoa?
And they did all their overdub stuff there. So they did their main stuff in Miami, but I think they all lived in Sarasota area. Actually, one of the engineers that works there still was on the road with the Allman Brothers.
Wow.
So I went there and tracked the drums for this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the single sounds great.
Thank you. He sang on the same mic as Greg, like a vintage U87
Whoa,
mic. That's
dude.
pretty crazy.
History with gear and stuff, man. It's trippy. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sick. I'd love to know, how did you guys come up with the band name, Algorhythm?
Brandon made it up.
Every
He was like,
answer
guys,
for
I
that
got
is
the perfect
Brandon.
Here's your
idea.
band.
I'm
Here's
gonna
the-
give you a band
And
name.
not
I'll
one
put you together.
person has spelled it right on a piece of promotional material.
They
since we
keep. What do
started
they
the
keep
band.
missing the
H.
two
the-
H's.
the extra H?
The
Yeah.
first H.
I thought so. The
You
first
guys did
H
good.
is in the
Yeah,
name.
like rhythm.
Okay, that's what I figured. But then I thought, I don't know, maybe it's kind of like a reggae vibe to drop the H or something.
We might have to because nobody has spelled it right, so we might just drop it.
We're keeping the H,
I like
guys.
it. I think it's a badass name. I think you guys are a badass band.
Thanks,
I'm
bro.
really excited
Oh,
to
yeah.
see just
all
what comes
right.
from it. And I think it's cool. I think just being like shifting gears in life for, a decade or so and focusing, it's cool because you can bring so much life experience and so much creative energy to a new project. And I just think you're going to have a big wind of energy coming out with it. And it's going to be sick, man. I'm really stoked for you guys. Anything else
I
that you
like
want to
that.
share with the crew or the fans out here or anything like that?
Come see us tomorrow night at the Floridian.
Hell yeah.
And if you
see
haven't-
'em. Go see
Yeah.
them live.
And if you haven't already, check out the single "Good Life" on all the streaming services, and a video coming soon for that.
Push the plays. Get the plays
right.
up there.
Yep,
Let's
came
keep
out
this music
today,
heard.
so
Share it.
We
Absolutely.
love some support.
Well, Algorhythm, thank you guys so much for sitting down. Thank you so much for an
Thanks,
incredible
Bryce.
session.
Thank
We can't
y'all.
wait to see it on the channel. Much love to you guys. Shout out to Murphy's, Pointy Bell, Via Citrus, all the rest of them up there on the
I
banner.
got my lemon tree at home, dude. I love those.
Yeah,
fucking
dude, you
trees.
got some?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude.
It's
Via
budding right
Citrus
now.
makes
They're
these
sick,
like
dude.
delivered to your door like potted citrus tree plants. They're pretty badass. We have them kind of out here. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode
Thank
from
you.
Reggae Rise Up. We love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow for day 2, day 3. Peace out. Later.
Cause it's time for another podcast.
Have you done this before? Hell yeah.